Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So friends, in today's video we are going to discuss about how to use Jupyter Notebook and how can you create the files or else folders in Jupyter Notebook, and also how to open Jupyter Notebooks. Before that, in my previous video I have shown you all how to install Anaconda. So you will get Jupyter Notebook only when you install Anaconda. Do install Anaconda. There are more tools in Anaconda and you can check it out. So let us continue to our video. So firstly, we will see how to open Jupyter Notebook. There are three ways in opening a Jupyter Notebook. So first one is command prompt. You can go to command prompt and type Jupyter Notebook. You can see here, so the Jupyter Notebook got opened. So second step is go to your Windows and click for Jupyter Notebook. So you will get the option in search. If you search for Jupyter Notebook, then you can see the app here. Click on open. Loading. So it got opened. So this is the second step. So another way is open your Anaconda prompt. First search for Anaconda prompt and open it, Anaconda Navigator. Then here you can search for Jupyter Notebook. You can see a Jupyter Notebook. Click on launch. It's taking time. Yeah, so it got launched. Now let us see how to create a folder in Anaconda. So you can select, these are all the files which will be available in your PC. So you can select which file you want to save or else in which file you want to create the new folder and then type your Python code. So I'll select on drive and I'll go for desktop. I want to save it on desktop. So here you will get an option called new. You can either directly create a new Python file here or else you can create a folder. So I'll first create a folder. It's a new folder. Here United folder. So this folder is present empty. Now here I'll go for new and click for Python 3 PyPy kernel. Yeah, so Jupyter Notebook now successfully opened and so kernel is ready. So here first we'll see for the options. So this is a file option. You can create again a new notebook or else you can open some notebook, copy, save as. You can rename this file. So it's present united. I'll rename it to file1. It will automatically consider .py. So you don't need to again type .py. Then you can retrieve the checkpoint. So which you have previously copied, you can retrieve that checkpoint. If you have made some mistake now, you don't want that, you can retrieve that checkpoint. You can download it as HTML text file or else PDF or else .py file or else slideshow, anything. And if you click on edit, so in this option, you can see here, you can move the cell down, move the cell up. You can merge the cell or else you can split the cell. That we'll see in detail when we start our Python tutorial. And we can cut the cell, copy the cell. So in view, you can toggle the header, toggle the toolbar. In insert, you can select and insert a new cell below or above. So if I click on new cell above, so it got inserted. Or else you can select a new cell below. So in cells, you can see here, you can run that particular cell from here itself. Or else you can run the select run cell and select below one. So these all are the options. You can check out all these options. So this kernel is the important one. So sometimes it happens that when you are running the code, if you might have entered an endless loop, you want to interrupt the kernel, then you can use this interrupt option. Or else sometimes the kernel automatically stops working while you try to execute a long code. During the time, you can click on restart, or else you can click on restart and clear outputs, or else you can click for restart and run all the outputs, or else run all the cells, or else you can reconnect, or else shut down the kernel, or else you can change the kernel. But present only we have Python 3. So in my laptop only Python 3 is available. So the kernel only showing Python 3. You have various kernels, and here help. In help you can take a user interface tool, or else you can check the references like Python reference you can check out, or else NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, SciPy. This helps you to check out the references or the syntaxes of Jupyter Notebook code. So let us see whether my Python is successfully working or not. So we'll go with the common code. So you can either go and run from here, or else you have your options like run the cell, click on run. So it's working perfectly. So my Python is working perfectly. I'll show you all now. I'll try to reset the kernel, reset and clear outputs. You can see here it got resetted and connected. So my outputs got disappeared. Again, I click on run. So you can now I'll show you these tools. This is to save the as a checkpoint. You can save it as a checkpoint so that if you suddenly close or else when it automatically gets closed, so the file will be saved until that path. You can insert new cell below from here also. You can cut one cell and paste below. Cut this cell. I'll paste it here. Paste the cell below. You can copy this cell. You can paste it here and here and move the cell up or else move the cell down. This function to run the particular cell or else to interrupt the kernel. You can use this option also to interrupt the kernel. To restart the kernel, you can use here itself. To restart the kernel and rerun all the code, so you can use this one. Here you have the option called code. So this is presented code. You can write for markdown and you can type whatever you want that will be saved as a text. So you can click for heading and you can type for heading. So this is present heading. You can type it as this is my Jupyter notebook. So this will get saved. So like this, you can use all these features in Jupyter notebook. Let me show you all by executing one code. I'll try to write a code of if statements. Any one code simply. We'll check out all this code when we detailedly start our Python tutorial. Is equals to I'll give it as car. If statement. We'll go with if statement. So it's equals to car. Is equals to R and B is equals to W. Now let us execute this one. Okay, 1 second. This is the right one. Now if I'll change this to now if I run it, so my kernel got interrupted. Now I'll reset and clear all the outputs. So I have already given the condition, so it's not showing. Now if I give as A equals to car, B equals to body, so it's wrong. So this condition based only I have given if this and this comes only it should be wrong, or else if this and this should if it comes only it should be right. I mean those words except this if any other word comes it's not gonna print the output, it's gonna be like blank. We'll see about this in detail when we start our Python tutorial. So you can see here my Python is working successfully in Jupyter Notebook. So I hope you have understood about Jupyter Notebook. Do like, share, and subscribe my channel. We'll see about more topics very soon. Thank you.